Hey there guys, this is Flamzeron, aka YouTube's Tosuke, and this is my Tales of the World Narikiri Dungeon 3 Final Thought video remastered. What I'm playing here is actually a patched ROM. I tried to get new footage of the original Japanese version, but I just couldn't get it to work. Like, the footage itself was actually crapping out. So I just used the same footage I used in the original, but threw some music in there from Raid Mythology 2, I believe. There's different battle themes. You know, I think it makes sense. I'm not even gonna read this, but this was the second Tales game I ever played, and I think it was a pretty good one because it gave me a chance to play like some of the, just kind of sample some different characters, just to kind of get my feet wet a little bit. One thing to mention is that Kyle is pretty dang overpowered in this game. It's kind of funny. A lot of people don't like him, but he's overpowered in this game. Where he's definitely a good character. He, Loney, and Mary from Tales of Destiny. So here you got the two people, Frio and Chiaro. I think I renamed him to Sio and or Seoshin and Sanzo or something. I didn't know anything about Japanese, so I can't remember. Oh, I know, this is like a test thing that I did. Looking back at this game, you know, not really that important. I mean, I play it every now and then whenever I'm really bored. I used to play it all the friggin' time. Now that I have my, ever since I got my laptop, you know, I don't know. Plus, since I finished it, I didn't really have much of a reason to play it. Why did I name this girl anyway? I didn't name her Mary, did I? Aww. Come on. There's already a character named Mary. There's this thing called Dream. I think I renamed it to Poop. Oh no, I didn't even touch it. Its Japanese name was probably Yume. This was a GBA game, so it didn't really have a theme song and a lot of digitized stuff, but you know, it's still pretty fun, you know. I had the ROM, but actually, within the past year, so I actually got a legit copy of the game. I actually own the real game. I still need to transfer my file over to the cartridge, and I need to figure out how to do that, so I can have my file with the Game Shark Judas on it, because I chose Leon. I don't even know why. I should have just chose Judas, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, having both is pretty cool, I suppose. But yeah. So I'm not really saying much. One, do I not really care about this game that much anymore? But also, you know, it's just kind of irrelevant at this point. I don't know. I mean, the Raid Mythology games I feel like are better just because, one, better quality games, and you get to make your own person. Hey, it's Rila and Kyle. We were just talking about them. Uh-oh, Elrain. That's like the only skit she ever got. I mean, she's gonna be in Twin Brace, so she'll probably get her own skit. What makes this one different from any other Tales game I know is that it's kind of one of those placement kind of strategy games where, like, you kind of, it's not really strategy as much as it is just moving people around. And, you know, it was pretty cool. I'm kind of glad I got it. Or, well, I'm kind of going crazy at this point. I'm getting to a point where I'm recording these videos like late on it's like a Saturday night, even though at the time I'm recording it, it becomes like Sunday. Oh, and just a little secret, little Easter egg for this video. I'm actually recording this video with my computer muted. I just don't care to listen to the Tales music that I put in here. I had to put something in because, you know, I didn't want to have a commentary of a commentary, you know. It's kind of awkward when you do that. I mean, if I voice acted in something and I was doing a commentary for it, then that'd be different. But now we've got this gray-haired guy who, honestly, in my opinion, looks more like a scientist. Yeah, I made Dream 2. It's a parallel universe where all the Tales characters live, or something. And they show you, you know, some cool stuff. They're about to show you the Tales characters in a minute. Apparently the Tales characters were looked at as heroes in this game. Frio and Kiaro are actually returning characters from Narikiri Dungeon 2, which in my opinion is a better game. Albeit you can't really have a team of, you don't really have a team of like 4, you don't really have like a group of 4 teams of 3 people each, where you can put like any of the characters you have in there. I think you have to have Frio and Kiaro or something, I don't really remember. Oh yeah, Stan, Mary, and Kong. Yeah. I like how they translated Stan in the name text, but they didn't translate Stan in the dialogue box. Oh, look and read Fair and Keel. Take a guess at what the next one's going to be. I'll give you a hint, it's Symphonia. Lloyd, Genus, and Colette. I kind of like how they show like the 3 Tales games that came out in English at the time. Because at this time when this game came out, there were only 3 Tales games that came out in English. And there's Rain, or Refill, or Reffle. As the game goes on, you get more characters. I mean, I think you actually lose some characters. I don't remember who you get. I think you get like Rila or somebody. You get somebody like in place of some. Oh yeah, you get to keep Rain. I don't remember who you. Yeah, Rain kind of stays in your parties. I think they were doing that under the assumption that people would probably have Frio and Kiara both be like fighters, or one of them being a fighter and the other one being a mage. Encounter Ruins, it's cut off. Yes, I recorded this using Visual Boy Advance, so, you know, kind of bad quality recording, I guess. I remember I put it on a DVD and the video actually started to crap out. It might do the same here, but do I care? Nope. And there's not really much I can say about this game. I mean, it was the second Tales game that I played. I heard about it from Tales Central. This is when I was kind of learning more about the other Tales games besides Symphonia. And I was doing more research, and I wanted to know more about, you know, the other Tales games. And, you know, back then it just seemed like the coolest thing that I was getting all these Tales games. And now it's just like, oh, next Tales game. I just get each new one whenever they come out. I think mainly because in this day and age, it doesn't even seem like a trial to play them. But I digress. Yes, in this one, it's kind of... This level in particular has kind of a dumb little feature. Where, like, you have to have, like, I think Kiaro or Frio become a mage or something. I think that's kind of dumb. Of course, Lloyd probably just told Frio to be like, hey dude, you suck. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I did the wrong voice. Hey dude, you suck! Quick little tidbit. I'll probably talk about this on the podcast when we talk about Symphonia. But this is actually the game where the Lloyd voice actually kind of originated from. I mean, Super Dragon Balls. Well, I'm just changing it. See, you got Swordsman and Thief. Gotta be Swordsman because Swordsmans are awesome. But the Lloyd voice actually came. Make her a fighter. Or scholar, rather. Just to kind of get that whole thing situated. But the Lloyd voice actually originated from this game. Because when I first heard Lloyd talk in this game, it was my first time hearing the Japanese voices. So I didn't really know what to expect. And this was my first exposure to Japanese tales and anything. I didn't know what Majinken was. I didn't know what Raijinken or Koga Hazan or Shunjinken or Gomajinken or Majinken Setsuga, which didn't even exist at this time. I didn't know what Sajin was, or Kuzan, or Shishi Senko, or whatever. And now Majinken is like the coolest thing. I even feel like I've got the pronunciation down. I think back then I used to say Majinken or Majiken or something. But now it actually sounds really cool when you say it that way. Anyway, what I'm trying to get is like I would hear Lloyd, I heard like this Majinken. I'm thinking, wow, he sounds really like it just. And my buddy tried to, he's like, no, it's like Majinken. And of course, now that I've actually heard, the Japanese voice clearly, I kind of know, but I still kind of choose to make fun of it. And so that's where this Lloyd voice kind of came from. Yeah! Hey, Genus, you want to go kill some bad guys with me? That's where the Lloyd voice kind of came from. And of course, AJ's Genus voice just kind of came from just him trying to talk a little more nasally and more like a little boy. He does a pretty dang good job. You can definitely tell when he's speaking normal when he's speaking in Genus. Yeah, see, like you just kind of point everyone, then they kind of move, and sometimes enemies come up and you fight them. Like here, there's a little bad guy we're gonna have Ston fight him. Kind of just move everybody to their little spots. I mean, obviously this is a spin-off crossover game. Telling you my favorite Tails character would be kind of pointless, but what I will tell you is the team I used. To my knowledge, I had Frio, who I made a swordsman. Then I had Kiaro, who I made a cleric, and Klaus. I don't know why him. Just I wanted to fill someone up. I wanted to fill him in with somebody. Excuse me. And then I had in my second group, which was arguably my strongest team, Kyle, Loney, and Mary, which I mentioned before. They destroy things. Like, it wasn't even fair. My next team, which I just kind of made just to kind of serve as like third wheel, was Cress, Max, and Keel. This was the first game where I got to play as the Eternity people, and I think this is where I kind of got into the whole Max thing, because then you're forced to play as him. I'm like, oh wow, he's actually really good. I mean, for the time, this game was fun. It was definitely fun to just kind of walk around, just keep doing battle after battle after battle after battle. But, honestly, I just didn't really care that much about it. I didn't really think much about, just trying to... Like, I would go to that one teleporter level. Oh, Reed. He likes food. But, you know, kind of lost my train of thought, but do I care?